Tina and welcome to Lakeshore Academy. You guys, I had intended on not doing too many lives today, but it's so much easier just going live, except for me making all these bloopers. That's what I don't like when I make mistakes. But at any rate, I want to share this idea with you guys. Now, I use this alongside with my Thinking Tree journals. However, if you're not using Thinking Tree, you can also make this. It's super duper easy, super duper cheap, and it's a great way to like spice up your homeschool. And what I did, I just took a regular jar after we got done with it, and I made um, what I wrote on the paper, and I put pick your assignment jar. So on Fridays, I use it. This is the time when I usually let them pick their assignment. Um, Sometimes I do it. Whenever I see that there's a need for a change up, put it like that. I let them pick their assignment. Now in this jar, I have various different things where I cut out and I laminated. You don't have to. You can just put them on some real thick paper if you want, but I wanted to like keep it for a long time. So I put different things on it. If you hear sounds in the background, it sounds good to me because that's the sound of my husband cooking dinner tonight. Woohoo! So he can make all the noise he wants in the background because I don't have to cook tonight because he's trying to help me out because I have to do these videos. So just disregard the noise. But at any rate, I have in this jar different little things they can pick. Like this one says, listen to reading and tell what you heard. So they're going to listen to an audio book and they're going to tell what they heard and then they're going to write or draw something in the story. So if they pick this out, this is one of the assignments that they're going to do. Say, for example, they pick out this one. You go on the computer and you actually listen to something on the computer. I have read to someone, life skills, DVD. They go pick a DVD out, focus on life skills. This one, they can actually go pick up the camera and make a video. History, YouTube, they go on crash course or have some of my other things that I have already pre-done in a playlist. They can go watch it. History, the revolution, geography, letter writing. I have, and they love this. I think they mostly be trying to search for this one, which is skip an assignment. So when they pick this, they get to skip an assignment for that day. So they really like that as well. I have art. I have dance. Hello, Barbara. I have meet with the teacher, and the teacher is me, so they can talk about whatever they want to talk about. We can do something together, whatever they want. I have poetry and literature and poems, PE, language arts DVD, singing, and life skills. And they also love picking the free time one. So what I do is I let them pick 4, sometimes 3. If they want to pick more than that, it's totally fine. But I at least like to have 3 or 4. And what they do, and I'm going to go ahead and do it again because I don't know if Barbara was on earlier. So this is my pick your assignment jar that I made for the kids. And I forgot to tell you about the ABCs. So I also have some cards that have various alphabet on them. So when they pick it, it's double-sided. One has one letter, one has the other letter. They get to pick whatever letter they want, and they can pick what person they want to do a biography on from that letter, or an animal that has that letter that starts with the beginning of the name or the letter or whatever. They use that letter to pick. They like that as well. And then, like I said, I have task cards in here. These are the particular task cards, like meet with a teacher, read aloud, listen to an audio book, various things. So I have all of these, and you can make up whatever ones that fit your family, what is good that will motivate your child. I have cool math games because my son loves doing cool math games. And so I have like various things that fit both kids. Sometimes I even have like music appreciation. And then if they pick this, they'll be focusing on music and why they appreciate a certain genre of music, doing some research on it. We have personal hygiene and feelings, how you're feeling today. I mean, I tend to add more and more stuff in this jar as time go on, as I see the need to add. We have geography, we have game time. Oh, they love this to get 1 hour free game time. So, but what I did, I made sure that I have them cut different ways so they won't try to be smart and know and pick how often would you use the jar. I use the jar. Well, Bobby want to know how often would I use the jar. Now, technically on Fridays, that's when I usually do the free day. And it's tentative based on how much work they have completed. If they complete their work that I wanted them to do during the week, oh, then I'll let them do this. But this can also be a great way to distress your homeschool and give your child some independence. Because sometimes children, especially when they get older, they, they just don't like for you to tell them stuff. But I'm gonna tell them stuff anyway. So, but to let them have more of independence, like feel like they have more control over their education, so to speak. And how I love Thinking Tree. So I use, this goes in harmony with Thinking Tree. However, if you're not using Thinking Tree products, you can just use it freestyle. And put in different stuff that will appeal to your child, along with the core subjects, the stuff that they have to do, but also put in some fun things too, so it can be like a challenge for them, and it'll be exciting when they're picking in the jar because they know it's not all school stuff. It's fun school related stuff. It's the foundation, what they need to do. Hello, Bria. She said, "Hello, Tina and Barbara." That's so sweet. So we also have the study of flowers and food and illnesses, and we also study about how essential oils work in the body as well. People report animals with the ABCs. They pick whatever letter they pick. They pick whether an animal or people. Barbara said, "Hey, Bria," and then they get to pick a free time or pick an activity card. So you can do this with any jar. And I know we buy different things from the grocery store, and sometimes it comes in those hard glass bottles. You can actually just wash it out and just use whatever bottle you want. If you don't want to use a bottle, you can use a bag. Whatever you need to use. And then you can just make up different things that you want your child to be able to pick from. Things that will make them excited about learning. Something that will give them the boost to be more independent, because our goal is, for most of us, I know my goal was to have my children be more independent, where they don't depend on me as much for their education, because they already have a good foundation where they know what they need to do and they just do it. Sometimes you still have to like nudge them a little bit. However, for the most part, they have that good structure where they can actually pretty much know what to do. But you want to keep it fun as well, so they won't get bored or stagnant and just going through the motion, so to speak. So this is just a little idea of how, and I also have different things dealing with math, various aspects of math, like percentages, fractions, addition, multiplication. I have different ones dealing with math. So when they pick that, they just focus on that one concept. That's it. That one concept when they pick a card. Like I said, I usually let them pick 3 or 4 cards. However, my daughter and son, they're so determined to pick them a free card. Sometimes they pick 6 because they're trying to pick the free hour. And I just laugh. And I'm like, whatever cards you pick, them the cards you have to do. And they're like, I do it. But you know what? Ironically, most of the time they do pick some sort of 30-minute free card, or pick whatever assignment they want card, or something. They usually always get one at least. But they super duper excited. They laugh too, because they're like competing, trying to figure out which card the other one didn't get. And usually one child gets the card that the other child wanted, and vice versa. So it's kind of funny. But anyway, they do those assignments as well. So it just something to spice it up, and it's cheap. you know me, I'm on a budget. It's cheap, it's fun, and it works. So try it out. Use one of those old jars or whatever you want to do, a container, and make you a jar. Oh, thank you. It was just an idea I had to go along with the Thinking Tree journals. I call it my fun school buffet of learning. But I mean, if you're not using Thinking Tree products, you can use it with anything that you're using. It's just a way of motivating and giving your child a little bit of control in the matter, so that because you make sure that you have their core subjects in here, so they're going to get the foundation and structure that they need, but also they're going to have the opportunity to have some fun along with it. And they're like, well, I had to pick my assignment, so these are the assignments that I picked, so these are the ones that I have to do. So it's not like mommy having to tell them, you got to do this, you have to do that. They have a little bit of leeway in the matter. And also, in case you guys haven't thought about this, having a prize box or some type of reward system is really, really good too. Barbara says some days it is hard to bring the fun. Yes, it is. That's why pre-plan it, honey. Pre-plan it. Because if I had not already had all this into place before those moments, there'd be no way that I could do it in those moments where oh, hey Amy, you missed the beginning. That's okay. You can rewatch it from the beginning. There would be no way that I can do it if I was in one of these weeks like I had this week. But being that I had already had this stuff into play, Barbara said, I like the prize basket, but do you have ideas for older kids and tweens? Yeah, my daughter, she's 13, and she turned 13 in July. My son just turned 12 in January, last month. And this works for them as well. So, but of course, it's dealing with your child maturity level too. So if you know your child and this will not appeal to them, that's okay. Figure out something that they like. What my advice is for you to observe what your children do on their downtime, on their free time. If you watch and see what they enjoy to do, what they spend their free time doing, and then use that to figure out how you can incorporate it with school, or how you can use that to motivate them with school. So that's what I had to do. I sat down and I made my kids my assignment, basically, and I just watched and watched until I try to figure out what appealed to each individual child. I know what appeals to me and what I like and how I would like everything to go, but let's face it, everything is not picture perfect. You have to address every child or every situation a little bit differently. That's just how it goes. So you just observe your child. And with the prize box, if you can control what prizes you put in the box. Like, put things that you know your child gonna like. Like, maybe little trinkets and prizes is not the thing to get your child, but they may like some little treat or something they like. Put that in the box. Or they might like some art things. Put that in the box. Or they might like a specific game. If your children like to play games, they might like that. Put that in the box. If they like having free time to watch a certain show that you approve of, put that in the box. Say, okay, if you do this assignment, you can earn this amount of time to be on the computer, or this amount of time to watch your particular show that you like. You can put that on just on a slip of paper or an index card and say, okay, you can earn that. Maybe your child likes to go out to museum, or they like the activities like the high wire place. Maybe you can make that an incentive for your child. Whatever motivates your particular child, use that for your advantage, so that they will have something, a goal, something to reach for, something to strive for, so that they can get motivated. Because all of us need motivation. We all have different things that motivate us. And so our children is the same way. And once we figure that out, that would be great. My son is just like laid back, easy like his father. He loves to play. Well, he used to love to play games. but not so much now. He's more into watching different tutorials and stuff about gaming and learning from different people who already have YouTube channels because he wants to develop his own station and channel and all this stuff. My daughter, however, is total opposite. She do play games. However, she's not a gamer. She is an artist. She loves to draw. She loves to write poetry. She loves to write stories. She loves to draw and develop her own characters. So with her, I use art stuff and equipment and tutorials. With my son, I goes for the gaming kind of thing. So, and tutorials with the people who he likes to watch that he learns from and do research on. So I have to use that. So you just have to figure out what works for your child. And believe me, everybody has something that will motivate them. All of us, we have it. So just do a little project. You do the project. Your children is the project, and you watch them for a while, and you figure that out. And once you figure it out, you will see how much. Barbara said, "Even me." Yes, child. We all do. I have it too. We all do. We all do. So I just want to share those little ideas with you guys. It was a free, cheap idea. Oh, Bria said, "I appreciate your ideas. I really got to do better by motivating my children." Forget that part. Oh, Bria, that's why I'm here. We do forget because we have so much on our plates as parents. We have to take care of the household. We have to cook. We have to clean. We have to take care of outside responsibilities, work, all these different things, all these different variables we have to take care of. Family, and the list goes on and on. And then you have those unexpected things that pop up in your life that you wasn't planning on. It wasn't a plan for it to happen. So we have to deal with that. And then on top of that, we're homeschooling. So we're just thinking about getting done. And so sometimes we forget about the fun of it because, trust me, once you get a certain age, you're not thinking about fun. You're thinking about getting through the day and getting your priorities done and different stuff like that. So we need to just, as parents, we just need to take a breath and find the fun again. Bria said, "Yes, it is far more than I ever could have expected." LOL. Oh yeah, it can be, and it can be a little overwhelming. So that's why that's what motivated me to do this channel, to help ease the stress. I hope that's my goal, to ease the stress and also help you guys with finding resources and giving you ideas on how to homeschool outside the box on a budget, because I'm a person that don't have a lot of money. So although there are a lot of great resources out there, I can't obtain them because I don't have the money to buy this curriculum for $500 and $600 or $300 for my child, and then another child and buy that same curriculum or another curriculum. I don't have it. So I had to figure out a way to provide a quality education for my children without breaking the bank and not feeling guilty because I didn't have the money to buy that name brand curriculum. If you understand what I'm saying. So after talking with different homeschool moms locally, they was like, "Man, I wish somebody would have told me that when I first started out," or "I wish you should do a YouTube channel." I'm like, I don't know. I don't really like to be in front of the camera. And I really don't. I really don't like to be in front of the camera, but my love to help people overrides my dislike to be in front of the camera. So my drive is motivating and helping everyone that's homeschooling to stay on the schooling journey. And don't get discouraged and stop, because you're doing great, you're awesome. You just need help, and I'm trying to give that help. Oh, you sweet Barbara. So that's why I'm here, just simply trying to encourage all of you to keep it going. And we all have those so-so days, so don't think I don't have them, because I have them. I had some this week. We all have them, but we're here. We're a tight community, and we're going to help each other. And you're going to be just fine, because I'm going to teach you how to do it on a budget. Because I live it every day. So you guys have a great, awesome Thursday. And hopefully I see you guys next week. And if I can, well, you do a great job sharing your resources, your journey, and your family. Thank you. Oh, Bria, you so sweet. Yeah, I try to share the good, the bad, and the ugly. Some of my videos, you're gonna see me in my pajamas with no makeup or nothing, because it was just one of them days. But at any rate, I just want y'all to see the real side of homeschool, because sometimes we look at these videos out there and we see well manicured everything, homeroom school, the perfect curriculum, the perfect look, the perfect blah 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 blah, and it's not like that all the time. So I didn't want you guys to feel discouraged or feel like you less than because yours don't look picture perfect like some of the ones we see on YouTube and Pinterest and Instagram. It's not like that all the time. That doesn't make it bad. It just makes it. I just want to show the real side, all of it. Sometimes you'll see me made up like this, and then sometimes you'll see me not made up, pajamas and all, and I'll let you know, or I'm having a bad day. I just want y'all to see everything so that you guys will not give up, and let you know that I am you and you are me. We're in this together. It's just simple as that. It's not always peaches and cream, but we can get it and do it good together. And that's my goal, and that's what I'm trying to do. So if you know anybody out there that need encouragement and motivation, oh yeah, Barbara said a group hug. So if you know anybody that need this encouragement, oh, this is great. Bria said that you're great. You are human. Yes, I am. I'm not a robot. Y'all know I act crazy sometimes, so y'all have to deal with that too. But anyway, I like to try to make you laugh. So, and we're all human. We all learning. We're all learning, no matter what path or what beginning you had with homeschooling. We're all still learning. I don't care if you've been homeschooling for 1 year to 17, 20 years. You're still learning. Homeschooling never is the same, and every child is different. Every experience is different. But we have the same foundation. We want our children to have the best, and we want to provide them with the best, and we love them with all our hearts. So that's why we decided to do this, for various different reasons. So I'm trying to help us to be able to continue it, whether you're working a full-time job or not, or you have limited funds like me, showing you how you can do it. You guys, thank you for being so interactive. I love talking with you guys this afternoon. Have a great, awesome rest of the part of your day. How often do you switch your teaching style in a year? I have never really counted that, Barbara, how many times I switch my schooling style or learning style in a year. I'm going to tell you like this, and I'm going to be honest. I switch it when I see it's necessary to switch. And it's based on my children and how they're learning. Like, for example, to give you an example, if I see where it's not working or they're going through the motion, so to speak, and not really getting much out of it, or it's more like a tug of war, I switch it up. I have made my lesson plan out for the entire year this year because I knew I had so much to do during this year. However, I alternate, switch it. I switched to something I had planned for this week. I might do it next month, or it just depends, because it depends on what's going on in my family at that time. I still use that lesson plan. I just switch it up a bit. And I add different stuff into it. I take some stuff out, I add some stuff in, but I just have a guide, so to speak, for myself. And I do switch up, but it's based on my children and where we're at that point in our lives at that time. Because you can have the perfect lesson plan, the perfect schedule, but then life happens. And it throws a monkey wrench in whatever you plan to do. And so, oh, you're welcome, Barbara. I just say you have to go with the wind with that. And don't be too stubborn not to switch. I had to learn that the hard way. I had stuff planned out, stuff that I wanted to do, and I was determined that I was going to work through this stuff, and it was not working. It wasn't working, and I was too stubborn and bullheaded to switch. Um, and then once I realized that I needed to switch and let go and switch, that's when I saw the true blessings and the true inner workings of my children the best. Learn to let go when you need to let go and hold on when you need to hold on. Once you learn that healthy medium, you will be just fine. And sometimes you just need to switch up for that moment and you can go right back to your previous way. It's just that your previous way just is not working for this moment in this time for your children. And they need something different because of what's going on in their life or what's going on in your life at the time. But then once they get back on track, then you can go back to your regular way. But if you see where it's not working, never be afraid to let it go and try something new. Even if it's in the middle of the school year, never be afraid to let go and try something new. Because that change could be the thing that changed your homeschool for the better. But if you're too determined to stick to the other way like I was, whew, it made for a stressful situation. That's why I love fun schooling, because it's not the same. It's constantly different, and I constantly add and build on to what I'm doing. So it's never really the same. Same kind of foundation, but different stuff that we do. And I find that's better in my situation. Some children need a little bit more consistency when they're dealing with structured things. My kids are kind of like, my son does need structure and my daughter, but they don't all the time necessarily need it in the same way. The information introduces them in the same way. They like a variety. They easy to get bored. So yeah, we doing art, but maybe I have to address art from a DVD aspect, or from hands-on, from going outside, or from going to a museum versus sitting down reading it in a book. Same thing with science. Instead of just reading it, maybe I just need to do experiments for this week for science, because they're more in tune with hands-on for this week and not sitting down reading. Or watching a DVD or watching a documentary. So you just have to find that healthy medium, what your child needs at that time. And it will change. So understand it's going to change. But just ride that wave and you will be okay. Anyway, you know you can contact me anyway, Barbara. You can contact me, Barbara, and we can talk it out. And anybody else, we can talk it out. Well, I'm getting ready to get off. My husband has it smelling yummy in here. Don't you love it when they go in the kitchen and cook? Oh, Bria said, thanks for your time and encouragement, and you enjoy the rest of your day, Tina. And you too, Barbara. Oh, thank you, Bria. Tune in next week on Thursday. Ooh, it smells good in here.